To the delight of this sold-out crowd, they're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the 2nd half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They run here with Singletary. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0.
Bills 14. Ravens nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And all the way down to the 35.
A gain of
big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down.
Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Singletary to get the drive started. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 40.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot.
It's under pressure, and they got to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this one is incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw again is Jackson. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now the Bills are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I guarantee you, it's not very good.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill. And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st.
But it's 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Singletary. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go right back to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Matt Judon there on the stop. A loss of 1.
Allen going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspiration.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vernon Butler in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
And that's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run here with Singletary. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
At the 37-yard line. A gain of 4.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, he's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. But now it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Singletary again. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Singletary. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they'll try and run it in with Singletary.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Chuck. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trent Murphy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back now in Buffalo. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On the ground, it's Singletary. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
40's the money. Squeeze. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Jackson on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Oh,
hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's got Snead. 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Andre Roberts now to return it. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Finding Knox there, complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Bills. 1st and 10 at the
Allen to throw once more. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use there in the final stages.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Kick off for Buffalo.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down.
Now Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown the point after, but of little consequence in the ending as this one's now over.
14.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.